Right. Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Right. Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter. I think my audio is just really weird.
Yeah. Should make sure it's working right.
I mean, it's working right. It's just like, I don't know, man. I think it should be like a lot more clear, a lot better. Like, quality, I just feel like is not there. Alright, bro, so I got Kareem Hunt starting in the flex right now. You're starting him over Marquis Brown, correct?
Who hurts over what?
Hunt. Hunt over
Hunt.
Brown? Marquis Brown?
Hunt over Marquis? Yeah. Yeah.
Hunt over Melvin Gordon?
What about Dak or Hurts?
I mean, Dak's the guy.
Yeah, I think so too. Not really playing Hurts yet.
Well, I mean, I'm playing Hurts, just I'm not playing Hurts over Dak.
Yeah, no, but I have Matt Stafford in all my leagues, so I gotta play Matt Stafford. You know, you gotta play the old Dak wagon. And
Dak
yeah,
wagon.
call it good. What was your second question? Said
I was just gonna say like other possible like switch outs, but I think I'm running with Hunt.
Eckler, Gibson, RB2, or Montgomery?
I feel like Eckler's been doing
Eckler
good.
definitely. Eckler's must start over those two guys.
Yeah, he's pretty much the must start until he gets hurt. This is kind of Eckler's thing right now.
Like, I don't even think it's matchup dependent. I think it's literally just start Eckler. I want Gibson to be good, but he's just not quite there. Plus, I think he was dealing with injury last week. He was questionable for today. What's going on, Chris? How you doing, bud? I think I'm gonna do this. Hubbard or Henderson PPR. I think it's gonna be.
Pretty Hubbard.
Yeah, Chris McCaffrey's out today, right?
Yeah, he's out for weeks.
Yeah, it's a Hubbard for me.
Hubbard
Start him.
Hubbard proved he can get a lot of points last week, so
He just being in existence in the Panthers offense, he proves that he could get a bunch of points. So
yeah.
just Are they saying that Philly is third against the pass?
We're studs, man. I'm always playing Fant over Pitts, so that's the way I look at that one.
Would you play a Mahomes, Stafford, or Josh Allen?
That's a good question.
I'm going. You said Fan over Pitts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fant's a stud. Got a rocket.
I only
Rocket
got 2
sack.
points last week, but I expect better.
Yeah, it's tough because Pitts could blow up any day. They're both tight ends, so anything's possible. Fanta provides, I think, less upside but more consistency. Pitts provides that top tier upside. So
Josh Allen's.
I think it's Houston. Matt Stafford's going against Arizona. Mahomes going against
I
Philly.
mean, I like Stafford, but I'm not. I don't think I can ever play Stafford over Mahomes.
Is that true? I mean, Stafford's, he's top tier.
No, I mean he's doing good.
Hmm. Interesting.
I think Mahomes is the lock and loaded guy, bro. No matter what.
Do you play Kyler Murray over all three of those guys?
How many fuckers do you have?
I'm just curious.
Against the Rams, probably not.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But you never know. This dude's a beast. I don't think that'll be a make or break decision, but
Well, I mean, it's just not going to be easy. He can usually do good. It's just, I mean, Mahomes is Mahomes.
you playing Cooper Kupp over Derrick Henry?
I don't think so.
No, Derrick Henry first.
I think Derrick Henry's the guy, man. It's and so is Cooper Kupp obviously this year, but non-PPR.
Brandon Ayuk, Devontae Smith, Cordarrelle Patterson, non-PPR. Oh, man, I want to go with Cordarrelle Patterson here. Pretty crystal clear.
See,
I love Cordarrelle.
I kind of want to go to Devontae Smith, bro.
There's no piece of me that wants to go to Devontae Smith. Not one portion of my heart wants to go to Devontae Smith. Cordarrelle Patterson's the best player there. Gets the most.
So here's the thing.
The most work. He's important in the offense, even in non-PPR.
Here's the thing.
Devontae Smith doesn't have any piece in that offense.
Chase Edmonds is not. I would say Chase Edmonds, but I don't think he's as good if it's not PPR. And it's kind of the same thing with Cordarrelle Patterson. I don't love the matchup this week for Cordarrelle Patterson.
I'm telling you, I'm playing Cordarrelle over like 15 people this week. He's I'm playing him over some big names.
And I guess Washington did shit the bed last week, so.
If Cordarrelle doesn't get the ball going against us, then I don't know. I mean, it's like the perfect player to murder us. Like he literally he's gonna hit some like stupid ass screen, and he's just gonna go for 20+ yards every play. I mean, that's our weakness right there. I mean, we've got guys pinning their ears back and going for the quarterback, but like not getting there because they're getting held for days, and then screens underneath all day long. So I would just rock and roll with Cordarrelle and call it good. Amari Cooper, Devontae Smith. Amari Cooper very easily.
Yeah, it's easily Cooper.
Amari Cooper is a top tier receiver. He just didn't get after it last week, pretty much. That's it.
Or the week before that.
Yeah, but that all changes at some point.
Well, I mean, I think he's been kind of banged up too, so.
If Devontae Smith was coming out here and putting bomb numbers out, I'd be like for sure. But Devontae Smith hasn't proved anything either. So just play your better player.
Oh, 100%. And Cooper's always been kind of that like boom or bust guy, anyways.
Yeah, I think it's crystal clear. Man, do I play Tyler Lockett this week?
Always.
I mean,
play Locket.
I feel like he's a must start because of the. Freaking Niners can't even get into their nickel coverage because they have not enough cornerbacks. I feel like it's probably a good time to play Lockett. But would you play him or DK?
Freaking.
I think it's probably DK for me.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's DK. I like DK. DK's a stud, and he's the one that's. I guess Locket's the one that has the hip injury right now. DK's healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Ooh, this is a tough one. It's like 6. Nah, you know what? I'm going Russell. Yeah, Russell Wilson. Hopefully he shreds the Niners like butter. I mean, don't let Chad hear that, but at the game. It's gonna be so sick.
Yeah.
Um,
So the other stuff is still limited, huh?
what about? I don't want to play a Dallas receiver today because I think Carolina's defense is too legitimate.
Right after you said you have Mark Cooper.
Well, yeah, but that's over Deontay Smith. It's not over Terry McLaurin or Brandon Cooks.
Oh no, 100%. I'm fucking with you. Like that's an obvious
Yeah.
decision there, no matter what. But
Yeah. Yeah. So this one's CeeDee Lamb, Terry McLaurin, Brandon Cooks, Calvin Ridley, or Saquon Barkley. Definitely not Saquon going against the Saints. Probably not Calvin Ridley. Maybe. I don't know. Washington's pass defense has been trash.
I mean, I like Ridley, but at the same time, Cooks has been getting it done.
Cooks has been getting it done. That's a big thing, but he's going against Buffalo. And you know how Buffalo is.
Buffalo. Yeah, he went against Carolina last week, and it was so-called...
You still did well?
Yeah, it was so-called stupid to play him, but I still did. Just because I knew he was getting the targets.
I'm going to rock it then.
Like, he's
I'm gonna rock
he's
him.
the only guy on that fucking team, so it's just he's force-fed.
For me, it was Cooks, Ridley, or McLaurin, honestly. I'm doing a tiers, so it's like a tiers DraftKings thing. So basically, you pick the best player out of a list of like so in tier 1 there's 4 players, and it's like the best quarterbacks in the league, and then tier 2 is like, and then just keep going down like basically fantasy points per game. So you have to pick between like those 8 players, like, and that's your player in the tier, and like whatever. So it's not about dollars, about like whatever. But trying to do one of these, I think they're pretty fun. But if you don't get like the perfect lineup, then obviously you don't necessarily win. With how many people there are, because like this thing has like 22,000 people. Dang. Gronk, man. I can't believe Gronk is so broken, man. I didn't realize he was like that torn up after that game.
Oh, hold on. So you went Gronk because Matt told you to go Gronk?
I think Gronk or Mark Andrews is a insta start.
I think that's what you said last week, and I was like, I don't know, man. I think I want to give Mark one more chance.
I can't give Mark one more chance. Mark's trash.
Well, I mean, it works.
Yeah.
Detroit matched up 13 points. I like it.
Yeah, he had 109 yards, 5 receptions. Still no TDs.
I just want no part of that blame. That's all I'm saying.
Gotcha.
I said Mark. I remember that question. I specifically said, I give Mark one more question. I think, or one more chance going against Detroit, and the Rams' defense is tough, so I don't like that one necessarily. Not that like Gronk couldn't do good, but
Well, at least you know who you're starting this week.
yeah.
It's crystal clear at this point. Gronk with his missing ribs.
Good morning, Leo. How you doing on this?
Morning, sir. Do we do you start Deebo Samuel, Chris Carson, or the old Chuba Hubbard? I feel like Chuba's not going to get nothing done. Dallas defense looks too strong.
I don't know, man.
They do, dude. It's disgusting. I don't get it. They're not like the best defense in the league by any means, but like they got like linebackers that get the job done. They got cornerbacks who are kind of shut down, like for no reason whatsoever. They got a solid defense. It'd be better if they had DeMarcus Lawrence, but
I mean, I think I'm going Debo, but
Deebo there.
Debo's been balling. Even last week, he didn't do crazy.
He has the highest points per game at any of them. It's just, he's going to Seahawks and they're average, mid-tier.
Yeah, but their passing defense isn't the best, I don't think.
This is a really tough one. Marquis Brown, TJ Hawkinson, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. This is going to be the decider right here. That's the stupid part. Like, this, oh my gosh. It's like you can pick between Kittle, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, T.J. Hawkinson, or Marquis Brown.
I think it's Marquis Brown.
Yeah. Just go with the obvious one.
I don't know if it's obvious. T.J. Hawkinson's been good this year. He just didn't do anything last week, and I don't know if he's going to do anything this week against the Bears either. So,
All right.
I think he could, but...
I submitted it. Let's see how it goes. I gotta go to Chris's league too. Draft a team there. That's $5. All right. Anyway, I need a flex start. Gaskin, Tim Patrick, Jacoby Myers, Devontae Parker, Ayuk, Christian Kirk, Bryan Edwards. Wow. You have you are the king of the wide receiver 5 squad.
You're leaning Jacoby. See, my first instinct was Tim Patrick or Christian Kirk.
I would go with the hot hand, honestly. Just pick whoever's done the best lately and call it good.
I mean, well, you can get Gaskins out of the conversation because he's been trash.
Yes, sir.
Jacoby Myers got 14 targets last week, so that was good, but...
Who the heck else? So he says Jacoby Myers, Tim Patrick.
Yeah, I'm not ready to throw Devontae Parker into my lineup. Ayuk, Bryan Edwards. I mean, I don't think that's a play either.
How's Myers been doing? Is it PPR?
It's PPR.
I just go Myers, dude. I'm in agreement. I think Myers is okay because he's gonna get you those receptions, or he should. I mean, a lot of those other guys, they don't necessarily have like Tim Patrick. He's gotten 10 points every single week, but 2 of those weeks he got touchdowns. So, it's kind of inconsistent on the actual workload. Jacoby Myers though, last week, literally had 9 receptions or something. 14 targets. I think I just play Jacoby and hope that he gets the workload.
I think I got Tim Patrick first though. That's just me though.
I don't blame you for it, but they're getting about the same.
I see what you mean with the touchdowns. You can't get a touchdown every week, and then last week he didn't, and then he came and got 90 yards instead.
And then he still did stuff. Yeah,
so,
he was still active.
I don't like the targets, but it's just even last year he found a way to get it done when his number was called.
Yeah,
so,
I can get behind that. I can totally get behind that, but
I mean, I expect 4 to 5 targets, 4 to 5 receptions.
And I don't think you should sleep. Yeah, I don't think we should sleep on Bryan Edwards. Bryan Edwards also a stud.
Which is not yet. I don't know those guys.
Yeah, I honestly, if I'm the Raiders, I'm just playing Bryan Edwards and just trying to get him the ball as much as possible when I'm not trying to get the ball to Darren Waller as much as possible. That's pretty much my entire offense. I'm just throwing the ball back and forth to those 2 guys. But I know they got more weapons than that, and they're trying to spread the ball around, and a lot of their drives kind of start and stall and whatever. But that would be my guy. But hey, if Christian Kirk wasn't playing the Rams, I would pick him. But
100%. That's the only reason why I'm not picking him. It's just
it's
the matchup.
It's straight up matchup. Yeah, but he's done
really
really well
good.
every game.
Yeah.
He's done well every single game so far. So it's you don't want to disrespect the old Christian Kirk.
I don't really feel like playing Crowder first week off of injury in an offense that's not high power. So I'm taking that off the board. Singletary isn't the guy I'm really that interested in. So I think I'm going with McKissick on this one.
McKissick, Crowder. It's probably McKissick for me too.
My only issue with that is that you guys might get ahead of Atlanta, and then you just might not use McKissick as much as we've seen in the past.
No, McKissick will get used today. I think because of the injury, because of Antonio Gibson, they're not going to want to play him that much, so they'll just run it downhill with McKissick. I expect him to see the field a lot today, unless they put Jarrett Patterson in for some reason. I hope they do. I miss Jarrett, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I think Crowder offers the most upside of all those guys, but at the same time, I'm not ready to put him in the lineup. And if he does do get on your bench, at least then you know, hey, I can actually play this guy next week and be okay.
And if you're gonna play McKissick, this would be the week to do it. They're not gonna want to waste Antonio Gibson on this week. All right, and then Corey Davis or Sutton. I think it's a Sutton for me, but let me double check just to make sure I really want to stand behind that. Playing against Baltimore, it's tough, but
I think it's Sutton for me.
Yeah, it's Sutton for me. I'll go with Sutton there.
There was no need for them to pass last week. The Jets are shit. Baltimore's gonna put up a fight. Their defense has been getting hurt a lot, and he should be able to do something against this injured secondary.
Yeah, I think it'll be solid. Juju, Madison, or Ruggs. Madison you can't play because Dalvin's back this week. So I think it's got to be Juju or Ruggs there. Because once Madison's in the second role, he's in the second role. He's pretty much locked back there.
And the second role is nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much nothing. Juju Smith, I think, is an okay start.
So I don't want to start him right now.
I don't want to, but because I'm not a fan of the Steelers' passing attack right now. That should be one of the best in the league, and it's not. Yeah. These guys should be getting fed every single game, and it's just been an absolute mess. You got Juju with the wide receiver finish of 64, 23, and 73, which isn't something you want to see for your starter.
It's not something you want to see for your bench either.
Barely something you want to see for your bench. So Ruggs provides a little bit more upside, I think. Yeah, he's been getting a little more consistent.
Yeah, I like Ruggs better, honestly. But I know as soon as I say go Ruggs, he's gonna shit the bed. So
I know it's tough, man.
I'm still saying it's go Ruggs, but
it's probably sick not to go Juju, but I'd probably drop Ruggs in there.
You don't want to overreact too much, but at the same time, you don't want to react. I feel like Juju hasn't been doing much. I want to see him actually come out and be consistent for a change.
He's been so off and on in the past like 2.5 years.
And like Matt said earlier, you just gotta roll with the hot hand.
Yeah, I think that's big going into week 4. I mean, this is the point in the year where I think we've kind of gotten a grip on who's doing what, and I think it's time to I guess overreact at this point a little bit.
Well, Chargers have a good defense, but I think with Herbert and everything, it'll still be some yards and some points scored in that game, even with decent defense like that. So
Packers or Bucks? I'm going Bucks all day long. They should destroy New England. I'm all about that. I do think Green Bay will get their turnovers, but the Buccaneers, man, they're ready for this game. They want to go out there and destroy them.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with that. I like the Packers though too against Ben, but
yeah, no, they're both great options. But TB12 knows every trick in the book that Bill Belichick can throw at him, so I guarantee you he's relaying that information. Dalvin Cook, Madison, Sony Michel, J.J. Taylor. That's got to be Dalvin Cook. Well, and then
but it's
after that, pick 2. Yeah, Madison can't play, so it's got to be Sony Michel or J.J. Taylor, I guess. I guess that has to be
Sony Michel.
Right. Sony Michel, but is Darrell Henderson back this week?
I think so.
It's not a very good start. I mean, if there's any free agent in the world, I would pick him up.
Is it a bad idea to play both Cook and Madison? That way, if Cook gets injured like mid-game, at least
it probably is.
It's a terrible idea, but it might be.
It's probably the right idea because they may do the same thing that I'm talking about with Antonio Gibson, and just all of a sudden throw Madison in a little bit more than he's used to. He did perform last week. It's not like he's not going to perform when he's on the field. But yeah, I mean, I guess you can go Madison and Dalvin Cook. I don't think Sony Michel and J.J. Taylor will offer you enough upside to actually make it worth it. Even if they get 5 to 10 points and Madison gets 0, I still feel more comfortable probably with the Madison play.
Okay, so I can't see J.J. Taylor doing anything, so that's completely removed. You're gonna get like 1 point, maybe he might get you So I would just have Madison at that point.
I'm in 14-man leagues that have better depth than that, so that's why I'm tripping. Yeah, it's got to be Madison Cook for me, I guess.
Madison Cook or Sony Cook. It's just who knows how much Sony's going to be used.
I don't like Sony at all, man.
Not me either. I hate it.
Just as a player, I think he's not very good. 3.3 yards per carry. He got targeted 4 times, only got 12 yards. And that was with him as the for sure starter. I mean, I guess it was against Tampa, but a 29th running back finish in your first start is pretty buns.
Arizona's no slouch of a defense.
Yes, sir. Agreed. You agree with me on the Madison?
I don't know where I'm at yet, dude. Honestly, it's just tough. I like the fact that, like, at least with Madison, if they ease in Cook, you're getting all the points. And if Cook does get re-injured, at least you're still getting all the points. It's like
Madison could see some wide receiver workload, and it is he didn't say it was PPR, but if it's PPR, that would help ease the concern.
they expect Darrell Henderson to play, so it's not like he's officially going to play though. Probably more than likely, but that's tough.
Ooh, my Chase Young jersey is on the way. Very excited. Purchased a Chase Young jersey yesterday for the cheap price of $149.99. Autographed. The cheapest you'll ever find it. Figure do it while the team's playing like trash, and that's when you'll get a good deal. All right, Pittman, Waddle, Ayuk, Devontae. It's probably Pittman and Waddle. Yeah. Devontae offers upside, but it's just, right now I think that you have to go with the other guys.
And especially with our line getting more and more injured as the season goes on.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to limit our opportunity to make different plays happen.
Locket or Thielen? Oh, man. That is such a tough question.
I know. He hits us with that one every week, man. I hate it.
I hate it. Yeah, I think at this point, just Thielen.
I love both players. That's why it's tough.
I think at this point, just Thielen. I think Tyler Lockett could have a great day against SF, but with the injury, it's like, you got two hot players. Adam Thielen hasn't showed any sign of slowing down. Lockett hasn't showed any sign of slowing down except for just last week. The injury scares me, man. I think I'm just going to go with Thielen this week, and then next week probably go with Lockett. It sucks because you're benching Lockett against the worst cornerbacks in the game right now. Well, not the worst, but pretty close.
I don't even know if you could say go with Lockett next week because fucking Adam Thielen's got the Lions. But I that's kind of what I was leaning towards as well. I was going to bring up the same thing.
Well, Lockett's got the Rams next week, too.
So
that's a clear cut.
Dude, I was about to light you up on Discord, bro. What the heck? I was gonna be like, where you at, bro?
Where you at, bro? Shoot.
Okay, what did Tyler Lockett do last year against the Niners is the real question.
I have no idea, but it's a completely different cornerback core this week, man. They're like on their fourth stringers.
Well, I know, but last year they sucked too, though, because last thing they were just as hurt. You know what I'm saying? So.
Sure, he lit them up. It's just a matter of whether or not the injury slows him down this week. I think that's pretty much the only question.
I'm just curious.
It's up like I can see the sky, and I'm doing this, yeah. Insanity. Made the beat that murdered it.
Casey Anthony.
Oh wow, that's messed up, bro.
Wow.
Cowboy Corral always get in, man. Family DraftKings. Yeah, no, I'll be on there. I got an hour and 30.
Hour 30.
An hour 30 to jump in there. I gotta find the money to deposit. Confirm busto. Confirm broke. All right. Well, while you're looking for that, I'm gonna keep answering questions because you're slow as all hell.
Dude, I cannot find
Edmonds, Hunter, Beckham for flex. Let's see. Sit here dead silent while you're hunting for stats like an Easter egg hunt.
Is it ESPN you usually go for, or is it NFL.com?
No. I go to what's that other player
Lockey one you do?
I love that one. You just switch to game by game, and all of a sudden you can see every game of their career. It's just easy. It's accurate. Looks good. Beckham or Hunt, man? That's such a freaking weird question. My heart is going with Hunt, but question is my heart right?
All right, so one game against the Niners, he got 90 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then the other one, he got 33 yards, and that's it. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm going Hunt, man. I'm going Hunt over Beckham.
I agree with that. I think Hunt's gonna have a decent game today as well.
Yeah, he put up points last week. He looked nice, and he's one of my favorite running backs in the league. I wish he was on our team.
Or for that matter, any team that he can actually start on.
Yep.
Because he'd be like top 5, I think, easy.
He would be one of the most elite running backs in the league, but he doesn't get that opportunity.
And his NFL career is going to be tainted because of it.
It really is.
Because he could have gone down as one of the best.
Yep. I mean, all he did was what? Beat somebody?
Yeah,
2 running back: Fournette, Josh Jacobs, Trey Sermon, Kenyon Drake. Making me sick. Hate Fournette so much.
I hate all of them. I think Trey Sermon offers the most upside, I guess, since he's the starter, right?
I don't know.
I mean, I would go Josh Jacobs and Trey Sermon, but we don't know if Josh Jacobs is playing yet, and if he's not,
And it's a Monday night game. Ugh. You could pick up. I don't know, because Kenyon Drake is. Wow. I'm probably sitting Josh Jacobs, right? I'm playing Fournette and Trey Sermon probably.
I feel you.
Or you can play Trey Sermon, and then wait until the Monday night game, play Josh Jacobs or Kenyon Drake, depending on who starts. But I don't even know if I'm comfortable playing Josh Jacobs at the end of the day. He may just not get that much work, even if he does play. I don't draft Josh Jacobs anymore after the stunt he pulled last year with the, I'm injured, I'm not playing today, and then he shows up and plays. Like, that made me want to smack the hell out of him. I'll say that to anybody who'll listen.
I mean,
I've never wanted to beat the shit out of a running back or an NFL player so much in my life than when he pulled that trash. He's like, I don't care about your fantasy teams. Just said it straight up. I'm like, you know what? You're a square, dude.
Honestly, I think that's a good. I think I would just run Fournette and Trey Sermon and call it good. I think Fournette like this week could be decent.
He provides a solid floor.
Yeah, I saw a floor of 5 points.
$5.99. Trade Adam Thielen and Beckham for Cooper Kupp. I mean, if you can get a hold of it, it's possible. I would say probably. Adam Thielen's an absolute stud, but Cooper Kupp's been performing like a tank, and if he continues that, then he'll be the top receiver in the league. I mean, he's on pace to be number 1. Obviously, that doesn't mean anything going into Week 4, but Matt Stafford, I mean, he's shown that he could throw the ball throughout his career. So
yeah, I don't really value Beckham at all, so I have no problem.
Beckham's
in first trade, and just upgrading Thielen is fine. I do like Thielen though, so I don't.
I'll throw Beckham as an add-in in like dynasty leagues. I don't even care, dude. He's just trade value. That's all he is. Dude's never going to see my starting lineup.
Hey Sean, thanks for coming, bro, and yeah, feel free to drop in later or whenever you want. Sorry, took us a while to answer him. I know we're a little behind, kind of.
For real, just a little behind since Kyle had to look up Locket's stats, and it took him 95 years.
Oh, we were already 10 minutes behind at that point.
I'm just kidding. Cowboys, Broncos, Giants, or Bucks defense. I think we're still on the same page with the Bucks. Bucks are solid. It's a good week for them. I think they're probably the top-rated defense this week, in my opinion. Aside from like just the actual teams that have been performing week in, week out.
Yeah, my biggest issue is their cornerback situation, but
I mean, but what receivers are there to really like be scared of?
And it's Mac Jones, so.
Mac Jones. That's the key right there.
Yeah.
He's like a good game manager, but that's about it. Darrell Henderson or Chuba Hubbard? Probably Chuba this week. Probably Chuba this week, and then get back to your Darrell Henderson next week. Typical programming.
I agree. I agree. Coming off of an injury, that scares me a little bit. Arizona's tough.
And the Rams are capable of doing whatever with the running backs. They always mess around and do stupid stuff. Start 3 PPR: Zeke, Najee, Swift, Jay Taylor. I think Swift is a must start there. Don't know who else you're playing though. Oh, Najee probably. Yeah, Najee's pretty key. And then you got Zeke or Jay Taylor. Probably Zeke. Yeah, I'm benching the Jay Taylor. I don't think JT is safe at all, Mr. Boss Man. I'm be honest with you. JT hasn't been safe all year long. I mean, and now he's questionable, so it doesn't make much sense. I mean, I get that he's playing against Miami, but Zeke went off last week, performed. I want to see that again out of him. Swift has been performing all year in PPR leagues. And Najee, I mean, he's probably the most skilled running back out of the group at this point.
Dude,
I hate their offense, but
I don't even need to do the show right now, dude. You're killing it. Keep up with good takes.
sorry, man. I'm just going with it.
No, I agree. I mean, this is literally what I tried to warn people about with Jonathan Taylor. I said, listen, he got 50 to 60 yards a game, and that's it with no PPR upside. Like, he wasn't doing good. He was getting like 4, 5, 6, 7 points. Like, there was only like 2, 3 games where he went absolutely crazy in, and that's why his stats were inflated. And then also people just wanted to hype him up and be like, well, he can take that next step next year. So he's going in the second round or early, like back in the first in some leagues.
And then you also got Quentin Nelson out this week too.
It's just not a situation I like overall. And going into the year, I kind of expected this, and to see it come to fruition is just great because.
I mean, I don't want to see. I don't want to see Jay Taylor fail because I do like the man. But I also like Marlon Mack. So like the fact that they just tossed Marlon Mack to the wayside and acted like he's not an actual good running back kind of bothered me. Like, I don't know.
No, I mean, I think Jonathan Taylor can be good. I'm not hitting on his
feel like it should be. I feel like it should be running back by committee though, like for sure. And I think they're playing the wrong committee. That's just me personally. Like, I get not wanting to play him because his contract's getting ready to expire and they're not going to re-up him and all this stuff. But it's like play your current roster, man. Do what you can to win. That's all that matters. At the end of the day, winning. Keep your running backs fresh. You got 2 running backs who can easily start and have both shown that they can start, and you're not going to play them both? Weird. But anyway, JT, though, like, he's got that little injury going on, and Hines is probably going to benefit off of it.
Yeah.
Boss Man said JT, Melvin Gordon, or Nyheim Hines. I think Melvin gets a start from me, but
I'm on the same page, dude. I honestly, I think you want to talk about safe. I feel like Melvin Gordon's way more safe right now. The dude has a solid floor and he's got a decent ceiling.
yes, sir. I agree. I like Nyheim, but especially in PPR. But I don't know. Melvin looks good. Javonte's not swooping in, grabbing that role like everybody thought. Or I'm sorry, not everybody, because I didn't think that. But
No, we weren't high on that guy at all. But I mean,
they're getting a pure split now, though. Javonte actually has more.
no, I was gonna say he's getting decent amount. They're just running the ball quite a bit, so that's good to see.
And Melvin's getting more production out of it. I mean, Javonte's got like 2.3 yards per carry or something like that over the last X amount of carries, and
and without Drew Lockey at the helm, dude, I think their offense is just doing better overall. So it makes they're able to run the ball more and have more opportunity.
Yes, sir. Let's see here. Antonio Brown, Renfro. It's a Renfro for me, man. I know that's might be cutting against the grain a little bit, but Renfro statistically has looked nice.
I mean, I don't hate it. Renfro's a lot more safe. I feel like that's a more sure bet.
Which is funny because it shouldn't be like that. But
I mean,
he's putting up 5-6 receptions a game, getting the exact same floor every week, and then he throws in a touchdown every once in a while. I think that's what you want.
But Antonio Brown could definitely come back pretty good this week, especially with Gronk out. So
yeah, Antonio could pop off for 55 points like he does randomly, but that's what you're playing him for. You're playing him for that high upside game. Renfro, you're just playing for a nice stable floor that gets the job done, and that's what I'm looking for at the end of the day. 15 to 20 points, unless it's a total points league. Like, that's the only time I'm playing Antonio Brown pretty much, because I'm like, all right, well, he may get me 0 this week, but next week he'll get me 40. So at the end of the day, whatever amounts to more, I'll take. Callaway or Fuller?
So my take is like you should probably go Renfro, and like
Hmm.
I think it's a safer option for sure, but my gut just wants to go Antonio Brown. So I would personally play Antonio Brown in my lineup,
Just gut.
but
I gotcha.
I don't think that's the right decision.
I mean, if he's going to succeed, it would probably be against New England. As a payback.
And I know that doesn't really help because you're like, well, you're both basically saying both options. So
I'm saying Renfro, and it's 100% for me. It's not even a question. Like
yeah.
I'm not going to back down from that. Antonio could pop off, but I'm still going Renfro. Just feel safe. Callaway or Fuller. What has Callaway even done this year? Like I haven't even been paying attention to him. I feel like he's just irrelevant, even with the performance last week. Like 4 catches, 41 yards, touchdown. But it's like, it still feels so irrelevant.
I know we're past this, but I just want to bring up the fact that he said Zeke, Najee, JT are safe, and like I feel like DeAndre Swift is the most safe out of all those guys, bro.
I do too. I like Swift.
So I just
He has a nice low floor or a nice high floor.
that's just what I wanted to throw out there real quick. I know we're getting to that, we're past that, but
I'm ready to go Will Fuller over Callaway. I think that's clean. He came back, his first game back, got 7 points, nice and easy. Not popping anything off, but he came back. I'm ready to see it. Will Fuller has boom or bust games. He could either boom, he could bust, but Callaway hasn't been showing much of anything. So
well, Callaway is literally a boomer bust.
yeah, I mean he's the same, but I think Fuller has a higher chance of booming and a lower chance of busting, I guess.
I guess the Giants though it could be a good one.
Dalvin is playing. I got the notification this morning. It looks good. Josh Jacobs, Barber, Hines, or Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams for me all day long. I love Jamal.
Well, you're definitely not playing Peyton Barber, and that's facts.
I will never play Peyton Barber over Hines or Jamal Williams or Josh Jacobs, even if he's not playing. Because at the end of the day, Kenyon Drake's going to be the guy if they don't have Josh Jacobs. Barber's getting his carries, but it's not quite. He's not Kenyon.
I'm not sure Jamal Williams is going to have a great day against Chicago, but I still like him the best out of that list as well, I think.
Yeah, Hines could get those receptions. I mean, we've seen it, So it depends on if it's PPR, it's going to be close. But
yeah, if it's PPR again, yeah, that would be.
I don't want to steer you wrong again, Tyler. I feel bad.
Well, the thing I can't stand picking Hines, dude. Because whenever I do, he just fucking shits the bed every time. I'm like,
and every time I don't pick him, this motherfucker goes off for 4 touchdowns.
You know when like the announcers are like, "Oh, we haven't seen anything from this guy all game," and all of a sudden he's like a long fucking touchdown, like they jinx the play like before it happens. That's literally us with Naeem Hines. So
okay, Antonio Gibson officially active.
I think Hines offers more upside against the matchups that are currently being played.
Swift active, Curtis Samuel active, Dalvin Cook active.
Tim
Ton of actives.
Melvin Gordon or Zach Moss. I mean, Melvin Gordon's way better than Zach Moss.
100%.
And should always be played over Zach Moss.
Agreed. What about Tim Patrick or Juju?
That one, I still lean Tim Patrick. I like Tim Patrick still. I think he's been getting it done. Juju.
That's what we said earlier, right? Same.
I don't know if it was Juju.
It wasn't the same selection.
We had a couple of Juju questions. We had a couple of Tim Patrick questions. So I'm not sure.
Might have been separate. Juju has the capability of popping off, but Tim Patrick provides you that nice safe floor.
Until the Steelers offense gets their shit in gear, I'm not really too confident in any other options other than Deontay Johnson when healthy.
Big Ben is just a bum. He's such a bum. So Nick Westbrook, Rondell Moore, Curtis Samuel. Rondell Moore really just messed me up last week. Dude just embarrassed me to the fullest. I want to play Curtis, dude, because I really actually like Curtis a lot, but I don't know how he's going to be in the Washington offense. Like, I don't know what his role is. I don't know if they're going to try to get him in quick or, whatever. None of us know his role. But, I mean, he probably provides a nice upside, but I don't know. I hope he expands our offense a little bit.
Well, nobody really knows who Nick Westbrook's role is either. I mean, that's
true.
I mean, four targets last week. He caught all of them for 53 yards and a touchdown. That's not bad, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't I don't know what to expect here, but at the same time, AJ Brown and Julio are both out, so Nick Westbrook should be the next guy.
I mean, if the Cardinals are going to beat the Rams, I feel like Rondell Moore would be involved in that. So I don't know.
I'm probably just going Nick Westbrook. I'm not ready to play Curtis, I guess, and Rondell Moore is hit or miss. Nick Westbrook is the only receiver left on that damn team. They got to throw the ball to somebody, and they're going against the Jets.
I was going to say, and the Jets, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you don't like it, but hopefully you love it at the end of the day. James Robinson already played, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so James Robinson already played.
But if you could swap him out and put him in, I mean, fuck, that's 20 points.
I would play him. Yeah, that's 20 points right there. Dalvin Cook, Antonio Gibson, Kareem Hunt, pick 2.
I mean, you're always playing Cook when he plays.
Now that you can't play James Robinson, it's probably Dalvin Cook, Kareem. I'm sitting Gibson today if I can. All right, and I think Hunt is a way that I can.
I think Hunt's gonna have a good week this week, so I don't hate it.
Yep, agreed.
You're the Washington fan, so I trust your takes more on Gibson, but I don't know against the Falcons.
But yeah, no, he can slice through that defense like butter. It's just a matter of like whether or not they'll let him. I mean, I just don't know that we'll have to use him that much this week. And if we do have to use him much this week, we're probably not going to win the damn game anyway.
Antonio Gibson is in. Dalvin Cook is in. Andy Dalton out.
Schultz or Dawson Knox? Ooh, you got the free agent waiver wire tight end pickups. I like those guys though, both of them.
I think Schultz. I
got to see matchups. Honestly, the matchup is the only thing that matters to me at this point.
I don't think Knox gets used as much.
As much as Schultz?
Yeah.
Schultz is hit or miss though. He's very hit or miss. He's going against Carolina.
$80 yards, 2 touchdowns last week, though.
I'm ready to play Dawson Knox this week.
I just think that Cowboys have a. I mean, obviously the Bills' offense is good too, but
I think Dawson he's carving out a role for himself, and I think it's been slowly but surely. But I mean, he's one of the top tight ends in the league somehow, like points wise. So I picked him up in a league where I've got Kittle. I'm playing Kittle still, but just in case that injury starts progressing and he can't play, I think Dawson's my nice security blanket. I actually don't mind it in a standard league too much.
I mean, I stick with my Schultz. I think Schultz has a lot of upside.
He has a ton of upside.
He's on a high-powered offense. They get the job done. I don't care who they're playing against either.
Full PPR start 2, Waddle, Devontae Smith, Moss, Samuel, Renfro. I feel like it's going to be between Renfro, Devontae Smith, and Waddle for me.
And with that, I like Waddle the best out of all those guys.
I think Waddle's the clear-cut best. It's just a question of whether or not you want to risk it on Devontae Smith or Renfro. I think Renfro carries a nice low floor that you can be safe with, and like it'll help get you that win, especially with the car stack.
Well, maybe this makes it easier for you. Lane Johnson's out.
I mean, it doesn't make it too much easier. I think that Hurts can get evacuated out of the pocket a little bit, and
fucking whole line's deserted except for Kelsey, dude. That's crazy.
Maybe getting Hurts moving a little bit more might actually help out. I don't know.
I mean, I think I would go Renfro, dude. Derek Carr's been killing it lately. You got to go with the hot hand until he,
Carr's a stud, man. I think he was really underrated early in his career. He made a lot of mistakes, but he can put the ball in some guys' hands.
And then I like Waddle over Devontae Smith. So
yeah, same to you, sir, Mr. Waddle.
And then I love Deontay Johnson. Robert Woods I do not like. So
yeah, you can't play Woods until he starts performing.
Woods hasn't done shit.
He hasn't done anything. He's been abysmal. I mean, he's been the third guy in that offense, basically third, fourth guy.
And Deontay Johnson, when he's healthy, he's out there. He's good. So
yeah,
he's the only guy in that offense I actually like to play. I mean, obviously, if you have a running back or Najee Harris, then sure. But between those receivers,
he has to be the one.
He's the guy.
I mean, he's 9 receptions in week 2. Come on. That's dirty.
Every time he touches the field, if he's healthy, he goes off.
He's
So.
getting the catches. It's surprising because he didn't feel that great week 1, and then like week 2 popped off, and I don't know. Brandon Cooks, Cortland Sutton, Mike Davis, Antonio Brown, Odell Beckham, who to start in the flex. Good morning, Mike. How you doing?
I was gonna say that because you read it and you didn't say the good morning. I was like, somebody says good morning. You guys say good morning.
My brain snaps to the fantasy questions, man. I'm on it like fly on shit.
Fat kid on cake.
Like fat kid on cake. Brandon Cooks, Cortland Sutton, Mike Davis, Antonio Brown, Odell Beckham. So I think the easy part, let's start taking out the non-factors. So I think Odell's a non-factor. I think Antonio Brown's a non-factor. Mike Davis is almost a non-factor. Like I think if anybody does well in that offense, it's going to be Cordarrelle and Calvin.
I mean, you're looking at literally just Cooks and Sutton in my eyes, and
Cooks
it's
and
not even
Sutton.
close because Cooks is way better right now.
Yeah, I think Cooks, you have to go with the hot hand, and I think Cooks is that guy.
Yeah,
like Kyle's saying here. I like Cortland, but just
I could just never get myself to play Cortland over Cooks. Cooks has been a top 5 receiver right now.
So my issue is that I like Cortland Sutton better as a receiver. Like I actually like him, whereas like Brandon Cooks, I think that he's just taking full advantage of the situation. And that's obviously better at the end of the day is who's putting up points.
Yeah.
So gotta go Cooks. Gibson or Montgomery.
I go Gibson. I think Montgomery's.
I think that's where you play Gibson. Montgomery's going against Detroit. Going against Detroit, Kyle.
Detroit's pretty terrible.
I'm going Montgomery.
Yeah, you gotta go Montgomery against Detroit. I spoke out a question.
Yeah, I don't want to do it, but Detroit, dude, Detroit.
Yeah, he'll get 10 points easily.
I want to cry saying Montgomery over Gibson. That makes me sick. But that's it. Start Brown. I say Bucks are going off. I mean, Bucks could go off, man. I don't know, man. Bucks will probably go off. I just don't know if it's Brown that does it. Like, I think Godwin eats today. Mike Evans probably gets some points in there, 13 to 15.
I mean, you don't want to have to start Antonio Brown unless you have to. I like the guy, but
If he's gonna pop off, today's probably the day with Gronk out. But
yeah,
because Gronk just takes all those freaking red zone targets, and there's nothing you can do. It's either run play or Gronk. So that's what takes away from Antonio Brown's upside. Antonio Brown actually has a lot of touchdown upside in that offense, in that 10 to 15 yard range, or maybe even 5 to 15 yard range. Like I think him and Mike Evans are the clear cut option at that range. But
with that being said, what's up? Seriously, sports cards.
For real though, season's going good, man. It's got a lot of really good rosters, got a lot of really good records, and just hoping to close it out strong, man. I mean, not close it out, but you know what I mean. Finish the next 13 or so weeks off. Sermon or Sutton, full PPR. It's just gonna be Sutton for me.
Yeah, I think Sutton's safer. I like the matchup.
Even with they did say that what's his name was out this week. The other running back. What's his name?
He didn't prove enough last week for me to be comfortable in starting him though. And Sutton is just a guy that's usually pretty good, I think. Going against the Ravens, busted up secondary. They're gonna have to score. It's not gonna be as easy as last week. So I think he gets it done this week.
It's not even that Trey didn't prove anything. It's just that he's not getting the carry. He's not getting enough carries to be successful. Like this dude, he's not Kareem Hunt. I mean, Kareem Hunt's he's a different back.
Yeah,
Kareem Hunt goes out there and he gets 10 carries and goes off for 100 yards. Sermon's not doing that.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt's just a fucking animal, dude. He can catch the ball. He's got power and finesse. Like he'll juke you and run you over. Dude's just a different breed.
I like this one, Melvin Gordon or Gibson.
And I saw that one else. Very conflicted.
That's a very conflicting. They're both questionable. Melvin's going against Balti, which is tough. But Melvin's shown that he's been pretty solid first 3 weeks. But the first 3 weeks he went against the Jets, the Jags, and the freaking Giants. Jets and Jags and Giants. Oh my!
I don't know, man. You're making me not comfortable with the Gibson, but
I'm going Gibson over Melvin. I think this week. I haven't even looked at the likes. I haven't messed with it. It's just been all I have is the chat up, and then I leave everything else leave everything else closed. I don't want to see my face while I'm recording.
distracts you.
Yeah, no, I'm like, oh man, who's the fairest in the land? You know what I'm saying? Just kidding. Travis Homer dropped Rashad Penny.
But I agree, Gibson on that one.
He dropped Rashad Penny in my dynasty.
I'm still not.
Is that a pick?
Ayuk.
Is Rashad Penny a pickup?
Not yet. I mean, he can be. I picked
In
him
dynasty,
one,
in dynasty though. I think I have a really bad team in this league. It's probably a pickup.
Depends on who he's robbed.
Gotta see my roster real quick. I have a team with no depth as my thing. Let's see. Oh, that's the league I have Joe Mixon, Dave Montgomery, Melvin Gordon, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and Nick Chubb. I got running backs to play. I just don't have any wide receivers, man. I'm playing Diami Brown and freaking Mecole Hardman and Laviska Shenault.
I think Corey Davis is the start.
You left the Discord again, Taj? What are you doing? You can't leave the Discord. The Discord's the best part of our entire channel.
I don't
get that invite.
I don't mind Galladay, but I mean, I think that he hasn't shown enough yet. Saints.
Here you go, big dog.
Defense. Ayuk hasn't done nothing. Corey Davis against Tennessee might not be bad.
Corey Ayuk or Galladay?
Yeah.
Jeez. I can't play Ayuk. It makes me sick.
So I think the real question is, which one of you guys wants to DoorDash me some Gatorade? I need some Gatorade in my life right now.
Dude, Gatorade sounds good.
I know.
Get those electrolytes rolling.
I need to get some stuff back in my system.
Yeah, you struggled last night, man. You were
Dude, that was crazy.
you trying to get you up off the couch. I was like, oh damn, this is gonna be this man's couch locked.
No, I could get off. So the thing was, dude, is like, you know when like your parents are like meeting your relatives and like, we're gonna leave, and then they talk for like 30 more minutes.
Yeah, no, I
got you. That's what I thought we were doing. So I was like, all right, well, until they start walking out, like I'm not gonna get up.
You held your composure in the car, and then as soon as you got home, you went straight to the bathroom. I was like, well done, my friend.
I had nothing to throw up at that point, but
I could just hear it. I'm like, from my bedroom. I'm like, terrible. But I fell asleep quick too, man. I was tired as all hell. I gotta thank Chad, by the way. I gotta tell him to have a good day at that Niners game and give him a little thank you.
Well, dude, the fucked up part too is like when I would go to the bathroom in the morning, like I'd still be wobbling.
You're all sideways.
It's funny.
You're like, thank God I got a chair on stream. Man, I still can't decide on this Corey Davis Galladay question. I'm sorry, Thomas. I'm really struggling here.
I mean, it's definitely Corey Davis against the Tennessee Titans, dude.
Galladay, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you weren't against you. You don't like Galladay.
I like Galladay. I hate the freaking Giants.
Well, I mean, I know. That's what I meant. Like, you hate the situation.
I wish Galladay was on a good team, man. He's such a good receiver, but he has Daniel Jones and the worst freaking offensive coordinator coaching system in all of history. Like, if this man could just get on a damn good team and not chase the bag, he would be a good receiver.
I mean, Ayuk. Okay, so here's the thing too. Ayuk came back last week and did okay. I still want a lot more out of my receiver than that. 6 targets, 4 receptions isn't the best, and then 37 yards is pretty shit. So he saved his day with a touchdown. It's good. It's a good start. I'm not ready to play him yet because he can just go back down to nothing real quick. So I want to see if his role just be established before I even put him in my lineup. So just a little on that.
I don't know what to do here.
Well, Sutton over Chase Edmonds is the play for sure. Sutton, I like Sutton this week against the Ravens. He's gonna do good. Chase Edmonds is always decent, like 10 points or so, but that's PPR. So if you're not in a PPR, then I think that kind of takes a little bit of the Chase Edmonds value away.
All right, fine. I'll just go Corey Davis. I don't want to. I'm going Galladay. I'm going Galladay over Corey Davis. All right, that's what I'm picking. All right, don't. That final answer, Galladay. All right. Anyway, Sutton over Chase Edmonds all day long.
It took so long. Thomas probably already left, bro.
Thomas hasn't left yet. This man's been waiting for my answer. He knows that I am the fantasy prophet.
Oh, okay.
It just takes a long time for the fantasy gods to speak to me. Oh, all right. Two wide receiver.
Kareem.
Okay,
Sutton,
it's Kareem. It's Kareem. It's Sutton. Waddle or Jacoby.
I think I like my man Waddle.
I don't want to just take your word for it, so let me do some research real quick and then get a feel, and then I'll let you know.
Remember last week, bro, I was showing you the Waddle statistics, and you were like, man, he got 14 targets. Pretty sure it's 14.
He got 13.
13 at 12.
That is a ton of targets, but it's crazy how little they mean.
Hey, man.
Jacoby had 14 targets, too.
I believe in Jacoby Brissett, baby. Let's go.
I'm going to go Sutton, Jacoby, Kareem. Part of me wants to just go Jacoby, Waddle, Kareem.
Why?
Why do we have to play Sutton?
We don't have to, but I feel like he's the best option there.
So far, he's been the 105 finisher, the number 4 finisher, and the 55 finisher.
Yeah, but last week they didn't need to pass the ball. This week they're going to have to pass the ball against the Ravens, and they're going to be successful with it.
Are you sure they'll be successful with it?
Trust me. Am I ever wrong?
Jacoby Myers over Cole Beasley.
Damn. That was fast.
I mean, Cole Beasley's going against Houston, and he's been really solid all year. But, I've been disrespecting him all year also, so.
I was looking at our concurrent viewers, and it's like the stock market, bro. It goes up, and then kind of goes back down, goes back down even more. It kind of went back up. Finally hit the max of the day at like 11.
Did they?
Yeah, and then it went all the way back down to 3, back up to 8.
It is what it is, man.
It's time to go back up again.
I just go out here, I perform every week, just like Washington, and
So you don't perform is what you're trying to say.
I perform inconsistently, yes. I can't wait till my freaking Chase Young jersey gets here, dude. I'm hyped. I saw that deal yesterday on eBay. I literally bid that shit up to $250 or whatever, but nobody bid up, so it was like $157.
Is that how it works on eBay? It goes down to like whoever was last. Like,
so you can just set your max bid, and it'll keep going up until it reaches like, yeah, basically like, let's say somebody put a bid in for 175, it would just take it one step above that, and then it would hold my max bid at 250. So somebody put a bid at last second at 220, then it would like jump me up to 225, and then whatever. So the only issue with that system is that the person who lists the item could make a separate account and then bid their shit up, and then just cancel the order if they win.
Yeah.
So I've seen people do that. Like I think Probstein, it's like a super famous like card salesman. I've heard so much about them doing that, where they just like they list a card on there and then they bid it up themselves, and then it gets a lot of traction, and then somebody else ends up winning it. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, your mom's gonna play DJ Moore and Cooks because they're really good players.
I think she is. I think that's the move. I think most of the leagues she's talking about, she gets a 100-yard bonus for receiving yards though. So whoever has the highest chance of getting 100 yards is probably pretty big.
Well, I mean, it's Brandon Cooks and
DJ Moore. Yeah, agreed. I think this.
Change.
What about the Jacoby Myers Cole Beasley one? You think?
Dude, I'm still on the fucking fence about that one. I just wanted to ignore it.
We could just ignore it. I'm fine.
Your mom wants to play Cole Beasley, so I'm gonna tell her to go ahead and play her Cole Beasley.
She does, but
I'm not 100% sold on Myers yet. You don't know why. It's hard for me to be sold on him. Like,
who's got a better chance of breaching that 100-yard mark?
No, I mean he can pop off today against the Bucks injured defense for sure. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I got issues, man. I got issues.
I got issues. All right, Hopkins, Jefferson, Debo, AJ Brown, or Antonio Brown, DJ Moore.
This guy's got squad.
Sounds like a DFS league to me. Just Hopkins, Jefferson, Debo.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much you can do other than that.
I just slap him into the lineup and call it good. There's not really much you can do, so. Like Debo, I gotta play every week. $189-yard upside, so.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
Chad sending the first snap of the day.
I feel like we've been streaming for a fucking minute, dude, and it's like still got like an hour to go.
Yep. 53 minutes and counting till kickoff. I'm going to set my DraftKings lineup in Chris's league right now. Who should I put as my captain? My captain. Okay. Oh, so this one's just Carolina-Dallas game. I feel like...
Chris Godwin is the play over Amari Cooper always, I think.
I agree. Amari Cooper hasn't performed yet. Once he performs, then we can start playing him. But it's just they have so many weapons in that offense, and they're really hitting like CeeDee Lamb the most. CeeDee and freaking yeah.
And Godwin's just like the most involved receiver there, and it's yeah.
He's got the most upside from like 20 yards out. 20 plus yards. He's basically anything 20 plus yards away from the end zone. He's got the highest chance of getting a touchdown, in my opinion. Because he's shifty once he gets the ball, so he can start not breaking tackles, but juking tackles and getting dirty.
Chris Godwin, Alabama. Just kidding.
Oh man, so in the Dallas Cowboys game, Ryan H, what's good, playa? Pittman Woods, Antonio Brown, Jay Myers, standard league.
Well, my first pick is Pittman, and my second pick, I don't know.
I mean, in this situation, can you just go AB?
I think so. I think it's Pittman, AB, and then I rank Myers, and then Woods is like my last choice.
Me too. I think that's my order on standard league right there, because I think Woods has a higher chance than Myers to get a touchdown, or not Woods. AB has a higher chance than Myers to get a touchdown.
Yeah.
I think Myers will get more work overall, but that touchdown dependency is going to be pretty big in a standard league. Marquis Brown, Sutton, Juju, Deontay Johnson. I think Deontay's a must.
I mean, if Deontay's playing, he's healthy. Yeah, I mean, he's the guy, but it's
risky. But
against Jair Alexander, bro, it's scary. He shuts motherfuckers down.
Yeah,
that's my only issue with him right now. And the problem is, I do like Marquis Brown. I do like Sutton. I like Sutton a good amount today.
Body rich.
Can you sit Deontay Johnson?
I don't think you can sit Deontay. I think it's clear for me.
I just have a lot of faith in Sutton this week. You know, telling me this is going to be a good week for him. But I feel you.
Dude, this Cowboys game. This Cowboys game is a crapshoot, man. I'm like, do I pick Dak, Sam Darnold? You know, I can't go can't go DJ Moore because he's got a nice cornerback just shadowing him, most likely.
Dude, that quarterback question is disgusting. But I think you still go Ryan Tannehill. Winston hasn't proved enough to be viable. The Jets are the Jets. Do you go with Kareem Hunt or Chuba Hubbard?
Kareem. It's really close, but Kareem. All right, I'm gonna toss $25 in my DraftKings account. See if we can make some magic happen today. Let's make some magic, boys. Who'd you say for Winston Tannehill?
It's a Tannehill, dude. I don't think Winston's proven enough, and I think Tannehill. I mean, he doesn't have receivers, but I still like him better over Winston.
I can get behind that. It's not like something that I'm like 100% confident in. I think that either of them could pop off.
They're both shit options.
Well, they both have 4 touchdown upside, and they both have 1 touchdown downside. Like, I mean, it's a really hard decision because like Winston, any day he can score 3 touchdowns or 3 interceptions. It's just a matter of will he, does he, who is he?
That Chuba Hubbard questions it's a tough one for me, man. I think those players are literally right next to each other in the tier list right now.
Let's do.
I think Hunt. Go with Hunt. All right, so you're playing DeAndre Hopkins, and then you're going to play Brandon Cooks for sure. Like, those are locked. And I'm not going to play Kenny G when you have Deontay Johnson. So then there really is just between Johnson and Antonio Gibson.
I'm playing Johnson, Hopkins, and Cooks.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing too. But I mean,
I can't play Kenny G or Antonio Gibson over any of those 3. I just can't.
No.
Just pure upside alone. Well, you've got your studs, and Antonio Gibson and Kenny G are gonna have to take the backseat for now. I think Antonio Gibson is your next start. Kenny G he doesn't provide enough upside to be worth it over those other 3 guys, and even Antonio.
I mean, Brandon Cooks is the number 1 guy there. DeAndre Hopkins is going against Jalen Ramsey, so that sucks. But at the same time, he's still one of the best players in the league, and you have to start him when he's out there. Deontay Johnson's going against one of the best corners in the league as well, Jair Alexander. So that kind of scares me. But whenever he's healthy on the field, he does good, and he offers upside. But I mean, if you like Gibson better than Hopkins or Johnson, then I don't hate that. But that's really all you can really do.
Big boy problems,
Yeah. I'm tired. I had energy for the first half of the show, and now it's just kind of dying off.
It's dying off because it's slowing down a little bit. I'm getting involved in some DraftKings stuff. I'm gonna ask you some questions here in a minute. Hopefully this helps out.
Yeah, entertain me, bro. Entertain me.
I'm trying, man. I'm working on it. I'm trying to decide which contest I want to join right now. There's 2 that I'm looking at. One's got a 10K guarantee. One's got a 25K guarantee. One's $8, one's $9. Like in total prizes. But obviously the 25K has 3,200 people, and the 10K has 1,400 people. So do I want to go against less people and see if I can work my magic, or go against more people and see if I can really work my magic? And one of them's got 3 entry max. The other one's Not sure. Oh, 98 entry max.
I really don't know who to play this week, dude. In this league.
I'm gonna do the 98 entry one. All right. So, who you snatching up at quarterback this week? Who's your number one lock at quarterback? Is it Stafford just against the Cardinals?
I mean, it's really just all the top guys. I mean, I don't know. It's they consistently go off no matter the matchup. You know.
Most of them do, yeah. But it's I'm thinking salary too. So.
Well, I have to look at the salaries really now.
Yeah.
So who do I play in my running back spot? Trey Sermon or Cordell Patterson?
Trey Sermon, Galladay. Let's just read this one real quick. Trey Sermon, Galladay, Gaskin. Is that where you play Galladay, or do you play Trey Sermon there?
I think you play Sermon there.
Oh wow, it's tough. Yeah, I mean, I want to lean Galladay. Like, I'm thinking Galladay, but I could just be sleeping on Sermon. Oh, is Aaron Rodgers the play at 6,800? He's pretty cheap,
I mean,
but he hasn't got many points per game.
The problem with me is Galladay really hasn't done much to show much. Like, he can get 8, maybe 10 points pretty consistently, maybe if right. But Trey
But he'll have his pop off. Galladay will have his pop off though. Like, I mean, it's just a matter of time before he starts getting those touchdowns.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not going to do it every week, but if he's showing that he can consistently get 7 to 10 points, then it's like, do I just play Galladay in the hopes that he pops off eventually? Like, I don't know. Trey Sermon, I don't know that he has that. Like, he's got 1 touchdown max upside. I mean, now that I said that, he's probably going to get fucking 3, but I feel like Galladay has more upside than Trey.
Yeah, I mean, but I think Trey's floor is a lot better.
Think his floor is better? Galladay's got a pretty consistent 7 to 10 point floor this year, and that's with Daniel Jones and a trash offense.
Whoever's the starting running back in the Niners has a safe floor.
Is that true?
It's true.
Are we considering him a starter?
I'm putting him in my lineup.
Trey?
Yep.
Instead of who?
I mean, our options are really just Damian Harris, Cordell Patterson, Trey Sermon, and then there's...
Dude, you've got to play Cordell over Trey.
I don't know, man.
I'm telling you, dude. You're making a mistake if you don't play Cordell this week. If Cordell's an option, that's who I'm throwing in. I'm playing him over some studs this week. I really am. Just look at his stats this year and tell me he's not the workhorse.
No, I mean, he's been doing good. It's just...
I feel like the Chiefs are going to do some dirty things to the Eagles today.
Yeah, don't put that fucking voodoo on us, bro.
Like, I think it's going to be disgusting. Like, I'm going to have to close my eyes. Like, it's not going to be safe for viewer consumption, really.
Alright, I'll fucking put Cordell Patterson in, dude. Fuck it.
It's up to you, dude. I'm not going to, like, twist your freaking arm over it. I'm just saying.
I mean, I'm playing against you this week, so, I mean,
I just think that's the crystal clear option.
Alright, well, if I lose to you because I played Cordell Patterson, then I'm, I don't know.
If you lose to me because... Dude, now, you know what? Play Trey Sermon. Just go with your gut, dude. You're playing against me.
Nah, bro, it's cool.
Go with your gut, dude. I promise you, you're making the right decision. It's Trey Sermon all the way.
Nah, bro. Let's see what the Fantasy Pro says.
What do you think about Kenneth Gainwell? Do you think he's going to show up and do something eventually?
Nope.
Never?
Never. He might from time to time, but he's not going to ever be a consistent guy. He's never going to be a star. He's just going to be a guy that flashes every now and again because he got the fucking touchdown.
Javonte Williams or Cordell Patterson?
Dude,
I'm sorry. Javonte Williams or Trace Sermon?
I'm sorry, but how can you put Melvin Gordon below Myles Gaskins and Mike Davis? That makes no sense to me. What was the question?
So would you take Jamal Williams at 5,300, Trace Sermon at 5,000, or Javonte Williams at 5,000?
It's probably Trace Sermon at 5. I mean, he's going to give you the best chance of winning if he pops off.
Or Hines at 4,900.
Nah.
That's actually solid, I think. The Hines play.
Hines could be solid, but so I got Trace Sermon at 29, Cordell Patterson 31.
So who was the running back you said?
Huh? Oh, I said
which running back?
I said Trace Sermon.
Trace Sermon. I wonder if there's any players. But you'd rather play like Corey Davis or somebody instead of Trace Sermon, right?
I guess I hate Corey Davis though.
They're going against the worst pass defense in the league.
I know that's why I picked him earlier, but
well, Tyler Conklin or Kyle Pitts. That's a tough one. Probably Pitts this week. It sucks, but probably just Pitts and. Sutton or Woods, half point. Oh wait, we're not even that far. What are you doing? Where are you at?
I'm typing a question real quick, guys.
Oh, for the boys.
For the boys, ask community, baby. Let's go.
All right, do your thing.
Did it work?
I don't see it yet.
The fuck? There it is.
There it is.
Who just voted Trace Sermon already?
I don't know.
How did somebody vote Trace Sermon before I even fucking see it pop up on my screen?
This thing already. Oh, there it is. Trace Sermon, 67% so far.
Yeah, we'll leave that going for the next 30 minutes, and
let this thing run. Yeah, I'm curious what you guys think.
Whether I play him against you or not.
It's against me, guys. So make sure that you pick the wrong choice. Wrong answers only.
Wrong answers only.
Wrong answers only.
The Kyle Pitts Conklin one. What the fuck has Conklin been doing lately?
Conklin's been good. He's just been getting the targets. He was questionable going into today, and so that kind of made me a little bit nervous. I think Kyle Pitts with the questionable tag is probably the play. Obviously, don't love it, but it's something.
Interesting.
I really like this DraftKings lineup. I have $300 remaining, and I think I'm going to keep it.
So you said Kyle Pitts?
Yeah, I'm going Kyle Pitts, that one.
And why is that?
I think he has more upside. Probably has a really bad floor, but some solid upside.
I think I agree with you. He's fucking pathetic, but at the end of the day, he's gonna pop off one of these weeks, right?
He's a physical specimen, all right. This dude can, he's fast as hell. He catches the ball pretty well. He's not getting the usage. So that's where the fear comes from. He's just not getting into the passing attack as much as the rest of the game, and
realistically, Conklin only had one good week. That was last week.
I don't know if that's realistic, but yeah.
Well, no, I mean, it's realistic. Four receptions, 41 yards, week number 1, so 6 points. Not terrible, but not great.
I don't know if it's realistic that he doesn't get into the rest of the season. I think that he's the clear-cut guy for their team now. I think he's going to start popping off.
I mean,
It's just a question of does he do it this week for me.
the problem is what's that third string receiver? His name?
He's-
You know what I'm talking about. Your mom asked a question about him last week, right?
KJ? I don't know if I can...
The Vikings third string fucking receiver. I don't know why I can think
Talking
of
about
his name.
Osborne?
It's Oz something.
Osborne, KJ Osborne.
Okay, Osborne?
I think that's the right guy, right? Or am I tripping?
I think that's the right guy. Let me look it up. Okay, yeah, that's him. So he didn't do shit last week, but Conklin did. I think the problem is you're either going to get a Conklin week or you're going to get an Osborne week. And I think more often than not, Osborne's going to be better than Conklin.
Maybe. Maybe. I'm just saying for this week only, Kyle Pitts, and then reevaluate next week based on how Conklin does and how Kyle Pitts does. I want to see 60% Trey Sermon so far. That's probably what, 5 votes?
That's 50 now. I was back to 60. 5 votes, yeah.
I see 60, yeah. Anyway, so do with that what you will, man. What do you think, Kyle? Did you say Pitts?
I think Pitts has a bit higher upside. I think his floor is garbage, and we haven't seen much from him yet. But at the same time, I just like the fact that, like you said, he's a specimen. So at the same time, if he gets wide open and he's able to just run for days, it's a 15 point play. You know, like
Conklin's got good stride too, though. I'll be real with you. I watched him get a couple catches last week, and I was actually impressed. I was like, this guy could actually become a piece, like top 12 tight end at the end of the day.
Gronk has a punctured lung on top of all the cracked ribs.
Yeah, Gronk is freaking broken, man.
Yeah, but he's Gronk. He'll fucking be like next week. He'll play.
Come back. He'll come back. I don't know about next week, but I think he'll come back.
Nah, it won't be next week. The guy's a machine though.
Chuba or Hunt flex. I think I'm going Hunt this week, and then Pittman, Hollywood, or Tim Patrick. I think it's is it Timmy or Pitt? Timmy.
I don't know, dude. I like Hollywood too, though.
Hollywood's been solid. Like I don't want to disrespect the Hollywood, but I just like those other guys a lot.
Well, then the matchup this week isn't the best for Hollywood, but
I mean, Marquis matchup doesn't matter really. He's just gonna run straight.
yeah.
The question is, will he get hit? Will the ball actually fall into his hands for once?
I don't know, man. Pittman against Miami might be a decent play this week. He's been getting 12 targets a game the last 2 weeks. I think that's a safe, lock it in your lineup option.
Pittman.
Yeah.
I agree. Tim Patrick though, 15 points a game, like a champ.
Oh, I liked it. I mean, I've been saying it all stream, bro. That's what's the tough question. I like all those players.
I like them all. I like the Hunt play though for sure, and then probably Pittman just out of safety and.
Well, we answered Hunt earlier on this question. I like Hunt, but at the same time, dude, I don't know. I look fantasy.
Chuba could be fine.
Fantasy
Chuba
Pros
could be fine.
has Chuba 2 spots up.
I don't care about that. 2 spots up means it's a crapshoot.
Oh,
That means that it's all based on fantasy analysts, right? So it's just a bunch of fantasy analysts combined rankings, basically.
Well, I mean, they also had Gaskins and some other bum above Melvin Gordon, so I don't really care.
I play against these guys all day long in other leagues, and they do some stupid shit all the time. Like,
you heard it here first, folks. Matt destroys all the experts.
I don't destroy the experts, but I consistently win. Let's just put it that way. All right. There's not much else to say. All right, guys. I mean.
All right, so lock and load up the Hunt shares.
I study. All right. I study. I draft, and then I perform. I wake up in the morning. I piss excellence. All right. Looking at you.
Oh yeah.
I had to look straight in the camera for that one. Sutton or Woods? Sutton all day.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna look in the camera, let me look in the camera for this one. We got Woods and Sutton. Sutton is always the play over Woods. Woods is complete shit. Sutton is a guy. He's a machine. He's an animal. He's a beast. Going against the Ravens. They're losing the corners. They got a hurt defense. All right, and he's gonna do great this week because now he's gonna have opportunity to score because they're gonna have to score if they're gonna want to beat the Ravens.
So what did you just say?
I said Sutton over Woods.
Sutton over Woods. Me too. Yeah. Okay. 57% Trey Sermon so far. This is an interesting development. I'm really glad that you guys are helping me out and letting me win this matchup. Thank you guys.
I wish we had this pool like we knew about the whole like put a vote up like last year, dude. This thing's sick.
No, the pool thing's pretty cool, or the poll thing's pretty cool. It's like
How do you say that word? Pool?
it's pull. It's a pull. Like basically like you're pulling
Because
something.
you have pull and then you have pool, and then you also have a pool.
No, it's pull.
Pool.
Poll. Pull.
I don't know if that's
Yeah. Anyway,
accurate.
it is accurate. It is accurate. Galladay, Hollywood Brown. I've watched enough elections to know. All right. Unfortunately.
Okay.
Galladay, Hollywood Brown, Deontay Smith.
I go Hollywood Brown every day above those guys. It doesn't
I
matter
think
the
that's
matchups.
Yeah, that's true. Hollywood's gonna succeed because he gets 11 targets a game and he just gets missed for all of them. Fields or Myers?
Like Jacoby Myers? Like
I think so.
like
Wait.
a super flex tight end league, and he's just trying to figure out. Oh yeah.
Oh,
no,
Superflex, yeah.
Literally.
He literally writes Superflex so we understand the question. Wow, we are lost individuals.
Okay, so is Fields even playing? Can we?
Fields is the confirmed starter, yes. Andy Dalton is confirmed out today. There's no chance he plays.
No. But they were even talking about Nick Foles, dude.
Fields is the starter. They confirmed it this morning.
Fucking dude got 3 points last week. Oh no.
He was 6 for 20.
Oh no.
This dude has 138 passing yards in 35 attempts.
Okay, but this is against the Detroit Lions, so if you're gonna play him, this is the week.
He played against Cleveland last week.
Cleveland's good defense, dude.
Not against the pass, they aren't.
I don't know, man.
Cincy the week before. Dude, this dude's getting 3 yards per passing attempt. 3. Oh my... I'm so sorry that you have this decision. Playing a freaking quarterback over Myers. Yeah, I mean, they don't really have an offensive line. That's been historical. I just...
I like the enthusiasm with this one, alright?
It's making me sick, dude.
I
I want to watch the game. I wish I could watch the game and see what's going on. I think you just play Justin Fields in hopes he has a normal quarterback week.
Yeah, I think against Detroit, you just gotta play Fields, and then if he shits the bed
Yeah.
against that, then you just don't play him ever again.
No, I don't think that's even true. I think you just play him every week and take your lumps.
Shit, and just hopefully he gets better as the season goes on.
Yeah, just torture yourself or try to trade him if he has like one good week. I'm just kidding.
Fuck.
Probably not trade him, but trade him if you can find the right partner.
You can't trade him though, man.
It's possible, dude. There's still people that are high on him, even though like that looks disgusting.
I mean, if it's a dynasty league or something like that, then yeah. But
Well, when I think Superflex, that's the first thing I think of is Dynasty.
Gotcha.
I don't know many. I played one Superflex league that wasn't Dynasty, and it was kind of weird.
gotcha.
It was an auction. It was an auction Superflex. It was the weirdest league I've ever played. Because the auction style, everybody was like you had a guy with like Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. He just got both and paid a grip for both of them, and then grabbed a really good tight end. And then after that, it was just nothing on his lineup. He actually had a solid team though. Like it panned out for him. He's basically streaming wide receivers every week. Cook and Madison, or Cook and Sony Michel. So the question is Madison or Sony Michel. It's Madison, or it's Sony Michel. Earlier we said Madison.
No, this is the same question.
It's the same. It's the same question. You're just confirming. But earlier we said Madison. It's really up to you, man. I think Sony offers you a nice, pretty much nothing.
I was gonna say he doesn't offer shit.
And then Madison offers you potentially nothing, potentially something else. 56% Darrell Patterson.
Damn, it changed last second.
I didn't even realize it. We must have had a nice little push.
Guys, keep the votes coming. We got like 10, 15 minutes before I have to lock my lineup in here.
I think you still have to go with Trey Sermon, bro. Since you're going against me.
Okay.
if any of the fans out there are deciding between these two players, I'm saying Darrell Patterson, but he's going against me, so I got to go with Trey Sermon.
I might have to phone a friend on this one, dog.
Who are you gonna phone?
Hey, Chad, how do you feel about Trey Sermon this week?
You think that's gonna help? Hey, Chad, how does Trey look on the field? Is he warming up well?
Yeah.
Tell me how his warm-ups are going.
Is he getting good stretches in, buddy?
Does he get good stretches? I know you're at the game. I need to know. I don't know. I think just go Madison, dude. It's just be not safe. Be something.
Be sorry.
Be sorry. That's the one. Metcalf over Mike Evans. All right, let's answer Sam's. Christian Kirk all day long.
Christian Kirk.
And then full PPR flex: A-Rob, Rager, Mike Davis, Will Fuller. That one sucks. It's either A-Rob, Will Fuller, or Mike Davis for me. I'm taking Rager out of the mix. Mike Davis, I probably got to take out of the mix. A-Rob, I want to be successful, but will he be? He just hasn't shown any flashes yet. Like you guys were saying, the pressure's getting there too quick. I know. I saw Brett Lewis, and I was like, that was our old history teacher's name, so it cracked me up. I was like, I wonder if it's the same guy.
Just be like, hey, Matt, how you been doing?
Yeah, it wasn't my teacher, but my school. He was definitely Sam's because he taught AP history, so that wasn't really my deal. Yeah, Sam. We said Christian Kirk, and then Metcalf for Leo.
A-Rob, he's a terrible situation. See, I think I go A-Rob this week because it's the Lions, and you give him one less shot, and then after this week, you bench him for the rest of the season.
So Allen Robinson was my must start in my dynasty league. I had him and like a bunch of those like Tyler Boyd guys, those middle tier wide receivers that were popping off last year. So instantly going into this year, I'm like, all right, even with Andy Dalton there, I'm still rocking the Allen Robinson share. I want to see what he can do. He's had worse quarterbacks than that and been successful. It didn't pan out for me. Going against Detroit, it feels like a good play.
So Metcalf over Mike Evans always and forever, and then Kirk Cousins is actually statistically a beast this year so far. So I would go Kirk over Heineke.
It's a good week for Heineke, though. If you're going to play Heineke.
He's got a good matchup, but...
Like, I picked up Heineke and dropped Trevor Lawrence in one league and just played Heineke.
But the thing about, like, Kirk Cousins is just, he's good.
Who's Kirk going against this week? Cleveland? He's been solid.
Derek Carr's a free agent in my leagues, bro.
And Kirk's been so consistent. 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns against solid, matchups. Like Arizona Seahawks aren't like, they're not pushovers, and putting up 38, throws a game. Yeah, probably just Kirk. Out of the safetiness, Heineke can anytime just not do anything. He's a very unpredictable. But he also has a lot of rushing touchdown upside, which I like. Mike Davis over Singletary for me. I think the A-Rob Fuller question, I'm going A-Rob. Just give him a shot this week, see what happens.
Yeah, you have to just base off of talent, even though it's just rough.
Yeah. And then Tonyan or Goddard. You're going Mike Davis or Singletary, right?
I don't know, dude. What has Mike Davis done recently?
Not much.
Also 8-9 points a game.
Darrell's the man.
Yeah, I think I do go Mike Davis at that point.
He's just getting like 10 carries, 10 to 12 carries a game and getting 50 yards.
Better than anything fucking Singletary's bum ass can do.
It's crazy that Mike Davis is getting receiving yards. Like, I don't see him as the receiving back at all. But they're really mixing it up with that offense. I think if he scores a touchdown today, it's going to be in the receiving game. Tonyan or Goddard? That's like the hardest question, really. Like either of those guys can pop off any week, and I don't want to screw you over there, but especially even on Fantasy Pros, like they're number 10 and 11.
Yeah, I hate it. I think I would go with Goddard, and the pure fact that like Tanya just hasn't had many targets, and he's had 1 point in 2 games. So if Goddard doesn't pop off, at least Goddard's going to generally do more than 1 point, right?
He should.
I mean, 3 points, 7, 12. I mean, he hasn't had a 1 point game this season, so.
And Tanyan, yeah, Tanyan has a higher bust percentage, whereas Goddard has been fairly consistent. So it's probably just play Goddard and call it good.
Yeah, even though my heart.
Bro, the Trey Sermon Cordarrelle's 50-50. Are you joking me?
Baby, come on, everybody answer that. Answer that question. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, all those buttons.
That's so crazy, though. Like, I didn't think it would be that split down the middle. I thought people would have their, pre-existing biases.
It's a tough question, man. I'm in a pickle.
Oh, I didn't realize how close it was. For me, it's just like smash Cordarrelle Patterson, honestly.
Oh, we got one towards Trey Sermon, dude. 54%.
Solid, man. Sutton, Galladay, Myers, or Mike Davis. That's a Sutton for me. Or Sutton or Myers. Probably Sutton.
It's always going to be Sutton for me.
Yeah, he just has more upside.
I've been saying it all day. That Ravens situation right now is perfect for him. The team that can score against them, so they have to throw the ball occasionally. So he's going to get more work. He's probably going to get a touchdown. And then the corners are kind of hurt right now, so I like it.
Rex says Sermon.
Okay.
If Shrek says Sermon, that should push your meter just a little bit more. I mean, it helps to know who's saying who's picking these votes. That's the one thing I don't like about the poll system. Like, you should be able to look at what everybody picks for the poll. Like, break it down by person.
That'd be interesting, yeah.
That'd be so nice if there was like a chart show both.
So, my thing about trading A-Rob is I don't know who's going to trade for him at this point. Like, I don't know. I don't know how you operate that one. It'd have to be like A-Rob and then like some other running back that you pair to get like an upgrade in your running back if somebody like values A-Rob in the slightest and has weak running or receivers.
Yeah,
how you go about doing it.
It's hard to drop it or like get A-Rob moved because a lot of people are waiting for him to succeed. Unless you can trade with somebody who's in a really bad position already and catch them with like their
like injuries,
pants around their leg.
I think it has to be a 2-for-1. Like, you have to trade 2 players to upgrade one. Is what you have to do for that situation. I think. I don't know who.
And that other player will probably have to already be proven because A-Rob's it's a crapshoot. Like, he's solid, obviously. We all know that he's a great player, but situation.
Godwin and Debo are my plays on that next one. That one is fire.
Back to 50-50. I'm assuming Loki squad was the one that dropped that Cordarrelle Patterson play in there. Let's see here.
I just realized I fucking put his name. I put a D instead of a C. I fucking. Oh well.
Yeah, Cordarrelle Patterson. That's why I kept saying Darrell.
Kicker rating. What are the kickers we're choosing between, man? Shoot.
Yeah, we'll break that down in just a minute here. Godwin, Amari, Deontay, Debo. Pick 2. It's got to be Godwin, Deontay, right?
No, it was Debo.
Debo?
Yeah, Debo over Deontay this week.
I don't know if I'm feeling that.
Oh, that's what I'm feeling. Jair Alexander's just too good, man. I like Johnson, but Debo's been kind of a stud, so. Trey Sermon back up on top, boy.
Deontay over Debo.
Okay.
Waddle, Beasley, and Robbie Stringbean. It's got to be Waddle there.
Took me a second to understand the Robbie thing, but yeah, definitely Waddle.
You didn't understand Robbie Stringbean?
I got it after a couple.
Definitely Robbie Anderson.
No, I know. It took me a second. I was like, who the hell?
I think if Snaggy typed it with a Y, then you would have instantly gotten the answer.
It took me 3 seconds. Well,
but because it was the IE at the end, that's not his name.
I'm going Sermon on the next one.
I'm going Waddle, and I think Sermon.
Yeah, I agree.
Also,
how you doing, Snaggy?
Yeah, for real. Like, shoot. Don't play Curtis Samuel yet. Wait on him, Snaggy. Y'all like Corey Davis or Juju?
Well, Shrek, dude, you can't be just because you have him starting in 2 leagues and you need him to ball. That's a biased opinion right there, dog. You can't be doing that to me.
Yeah, that's biased. You can just take 1 vote off there, I guess.
I don't like
Corey
either
Davis
Corey
or
Davis
Juju?
or Juju, to be honest with you.
I prefer Corey though.
I
if I got to pick
Corey
one
this week.
Yeah, this week, yeah. But I think that's what he's asking. So
I mean, obviously, you come here and
I
ask
hope.
a question.
I hope.
Sutton. I mean, it's just I'm picking Sutton all day on the next one. I mean, it's just
Kirk is so good though, dude.
Kirk's good with the matchup, dude. I can't do it. Plus Sutton, I'm telling you, dude, Sutton's locked for 15 points this week. Locked. He's getting 70 yards and a tutty.
I think Kirk's locked too, though. So I think I got to lean Kirk.
Woo!
That's an upset right there. But
Corey Davis or Kirk?
Corey Davis or Kirk?
Yeah.
Probably Kirk.
Okay.
It sucks they're going against the Rams, but they're gonna have to be passing. They're gonna get behind early. You already know the Rams come out swinging, and then it's just gonna be the uphill battle the entire game.
Also, why do I do kicking making? I'm a defensive guy. Okay, I get the defenses right.
I'm pretty good with kickers. You just let me know what you want. For me, it's like if you got a team that's going to be getting them turnovers, it's going to be stealing that ball, then you should probably play that kicker. So here's who I'm playing this week.
Daniel Carlson's going to be great this week. Justin Tucker's always good. I do like Greg Joseph, Matt Gay.
Hey, who are you calling gay?
Hey, you know.
Honestly, I'm playing Austin Siebert. Just kidding. No, they got 2 kickers on roster. You can't even play anybody on Detroit's team. They literally got Ryan Santoso and Austin Siebert.
Suckup and Buckner might not be bad.
It's Butker.
Butker.
It's like the 800th time you called him Buckner.
I know. At this point, I have to do it just to fuck with you.
Yeah, if you keep doing that, I'm going to be quitting this stream.
Retiring.
That's one that tilts me. I don't know why. All right, where were we at here? Kicker rankings. Yeah, it's hard to do kicker rankings. You got anybody you're deciding between? Just let us know, and we'll jump in. What do you think for full PPR flex? DHG, DHJ. Who's DHJ?
I'm trying to figure that as well.
DJ maybe? Spelled it wrong? I don't know.
I'm really confused on who that is. As of right now, I'm going Waddle over Myers. So.
Me too. I can't figure out who that human is. DHJ.
I play Miles Sanders over Sermon. I like Miles Sanders.
Maybe it's no. I was gonna say Donovan Peoples-Jones, but the P is very far away from the H key.
He'll clarify in the comments.
All right, and then Miles Sanders over Sermon.
Fuller over all the rest of them. Fuck, I don't know, man.
Fuller over the rest of them. Agreed. Curtis Samuel back. Not playing him yet, unfortunately. Corey Davis, Galladay, Edmonds, Thielen, or Woods. Pick 2. That's got to be Thielen.
I mean, you can't just ask who. Like, it depends on who you got. Your options are, but no, I wouldn't play him in the flex if you can avoid it.
Exactly. Yeah. Definitely going Thielen, and then probably Corey Davis next.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Rate my team, 12-man league. Heineke, Kirk, solid. King Henry, Mike Davis, Singletary. That's really, I mean, if your running backs weren't so shallow, I'd be super hyped. But you got Justin Jefferson, DJ Moore, A-Rob, Will Fuller. You got solid depth at wide receiver. I mean, it's a crapshoot on who to start, but I think you can start most of them pretty much every week. Fant, Schultz, solid. McManus, Washington, Gallup.
I mean, for a 12-man league, it might not be terrible, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess in a 12-man league, it's okay.
Misses, like A-Rob really
Mike
hurts.
Mike Davis is a miss, and that sucks.
Mike
where
Davis
he was being drafted,
yeah.
where he was being drafted, he was a miss. That Singletary, I've never been a fan of, so I probably wouldn't have snatched him up. But I probably rate it like a B or B minus probably.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. Those like 2-3 misses right there kind of hurt.
And Kyle and I were not really the fan of like grabbing a backup quarterback or grabbing a backup tight end. We just like getting as much depth as possible at the skill positions, and then praying to God some of those guys like some of the deeper ones pop off if your studs don't. And then obviously make adjustments as the year goes on, because you'll always have that quarterback that's like a free agent going into the year, or a tight end going into the year that like ends up doing well. Like you got your Dawson Knox or your Tyler Conklin, you got your basically Heineke you could pick up as a free agent, which you probably already did. Gus Edwards, yeah, that sucks, man. But yeah, probably B- and B still. So I think you're doing okay. It's just a matter of, can those other guys carry your lack of depth at running back? Can King Henry get enough points to cover 2 running back spots?
Well, getting Henry at 5 is pretty cool.
Yeah, Henry's an absolute stud. I love that pick through and through.
I'm going Antonio Brown on the next one, by the way. I don't mind Emmanuel Sanders, but
Antonio Brown's okay there. Yeah, I'm not going Emmanuel Sanders. If anything, I'm going Will Fuller over Antonio Brown, but I'm probably going Antonio. Emmanuel Sanders, he's a 1 week hit it and quit it for me.
No, I think he has value to offer for the rest of the season. I just don't think that value is this week.
Not yet. Not yet. I need to see a lot more out of him.
And you could play Juju, but I don't know. I don't like Juju. I'd rather just go for Antonio Brown, shoot for the fences, and if he misses, he misses. Chuba. This is where I get Chuba, 100%.
I can't ask you guys for support. Last week, all 3 of you were telling me Montgomery like I was crazy not to start him, but here to show support. It's a crapshoot, man. It's fantasy football. Everything's crazy. There's so many, like, I mean, every single week we're all going to be right on a ton of things, and we're all going to be wrong on a ton of things. And at the end of the week, it's who comes out victorious. I mean, you look at our poll that's been in chat for like 25 minutes. 50-50, literally. Nobody can decide on this decision between Trey Sermon and whatever. At the end of the day, 50% of us are going to be GOATs, and 50% of us are going to be actual GOATs.
I'd go with Ayuk over Rondale Moore after what we saw last week. Ayuk got a little bit more involved. Not ready to start him yet, but ready to start him over Rondale Moore. Just wanted to get that one out the way real quick.
Which one was it? Where's that?
We need to start knocking them out. So Chuba Hubbard, Sermon, or Myers. I go Chuba.
Yeah.
Robbie Anderson, Ayuk, or Curtis Samuel.
I go Myers over Chuba. That's just me. But
I go Ayuk over both Robbie Anderson and Curtis Samuel.
Snaggy goes, Robbie Anderson, Ayuk, or Curtis Samuel. It's got to be Ayuk, Robbie or Curtis.
Ayuk did all right last week.
I'm not playing Ayuk. I won't do it.
I feel you. I don't like playing on both of those two options.
I won't do it. I'll play Robbie or Curtis. I don't mind. Darrell Henderson going to be hurt. Should I pick him over Fournette this week? I've been playing Darrell Henderson over Fournette unless he's not playing. But as of now, he's playing, so roll with him.
Yeah, I agree.
Woods, Sutton, Zach Moss, Cordell Patterson, Cole Beasley. Pick one.
Sutton is my guy this week. I'm sticking with
Sutton. It's Sutton. Then after that, Cordell. Then after that, probably Cole Beasley. Then Woods. Then Moss.
Do I sit Darrell Henderson if if that's based
if
off
he
the same
plays
last
with
quarter?
McRib?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, same thing. Yep. I'm playing Darrell if I can, but if I got somebody better, I'll just toss him in there. Pick one: Miles Sanders, Peyton Barber, Renfro. It's probably Renfro, and then Miles Sanders. But
I'm still going Miles Sanders.
Not PPR, it's okay.
Kansas City's defense is like Swiss cheese right now, and after last week, I feel like we had to step up and run the ball more. And if we don't make that adjustment, then we blow dick. So, but I guess we already know
Miles Sanders, I think, is okay in a non-PPR. If it's PPR, I'm going Renfro all day. So
yeah, that makes it harder.
Marquis Brown, Emmanuel Sanders, Darrell Henderson, Cortland Sutton. Cortland Sutton or Marquis Brown? Probably Cortland, right?
I'm going Cortland Sutton. He's my guy this week. I like him over Marquis Brown. And normally I'd probably go Darrell Henderson over Sutton, but this week I like Sutton. So
I'm picking Deontay Johnson over any of those guys, I think, personally. And I don't like them necessarily, like the situation and all that, but Deontay's a stud. But Cortland is my guy.
Deontay Johnson's tough this week because of Jared Alexander, but other than that, he's a beast. So
and like we were talking about, though, he's putting up numbers every week when he plays. When he sees the field, he gets the catches. He's Big Ben's favorite.
I'm never high on Corey Davis, but this week I feel like he's better than a lot of other options that are around the same tier. Yeah,
being asked, yeah.
Like Corey Davis, Galladay.
Like Corey Davis or Galladay. It's got to be Corey. Yep. Appreciate your input.
I appreciate you appreciate our input because Mr. Villa King's music disrespectful.
He's not by with us anymore.
He comes in, asks the question, and then he's like, I disagree. I'm going with my own way with it, and then I'm gonna come back in next week and rub it in your face when I'm right.
Yep.
I respect it though.
Yeah, no, I mean, make your own decisions at the end of the day. It's like it's your fantasy lineup, and you want to win your league. So we're here for some support and our opinions. But a lot of times, the players that you guys are asking about, we're not even necessarily like high enough during the draft to draft. Like we're not, like I scooped up a little bit more Dave Montgomery shares this year than typically, but I didn't draft him in most leagues, I guess, if that makes sense. It's like the only leagues I have him, he's a must start for me because I have nobody else. So I don't have to make any decisions like that. I just throw him in the lineup and call it good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Trey Sermon, bro. I can't.
Trey Sermon. Oh, you're not gonna play Cordell, even though the entire chat is telling you to play Cordell.
The entire chat, huh?
Yep. I'm telling you to play Cordell, but hey, do you?
Yeah, drafting just because Edwards was tough. I feel you. That definitely would have made it a lot better if you had him on your team.
Yeah, I didn't draft any Gus Edwards shares, thank God. But
Christian Kirk over Robert Woods.
Christian Kirk over Robert Woods, definitely. That's a solid play.
Cortland Sutton always over Allen Robinson.
Cortland Sutton over A-Rob. I wouldn't say always. I actually kind of like A-Rob better this week, but it's just, dude, Fields, like I said, Fields had 60 yards last week and 20 throws. Like, regardless of like what the reasoning is on that, and everybody said he got sacked like 9 times or something, but that's not acceptable. So I think I don't know.
All right.
It's probably Cortland Sutton.
I go Ayuk over Moore. I said that one earlier. That was the one I randomly.
I just hate Ayuk, dude. He makes me sick.
But it's a better option than Rondell Moore this week. Pick 2 Cooks.
Is it a better decision than Rondell Moore, dude? I don't know.
Cooks is like a must play for me, and then Godwin I think is the other one I play there.
I'm going Rondell, Jerry. I can't pick Ayuk.
Cooks and Godwin on the next one for me. We got 2 minutes.
I didn't realize I could scroll down. Yeah, Cooks, Godwin. Actually, no, Ridley Godwin. Sure sucks. Woods or Kirk. Kirk shows 90% starting rate. Saints finally in the donut today. Matt Ryan or Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, Chuba over Sermon always.
Matt Ryan or Baker. Matt Ryan this week.
Kirk.
DH Kareem Hunt.
Oh yeah, are we putting Villa King's music on the show, bro?
Maybe. I'd be down.
Yeah. Once he gets that last payment in for me.
Oh, he hasn't paid you yet?
I think he still owes me $20.
Come on, Villa.
Yeah, that one last guy didn't pay up.
That's important. So Kareem Hunt over CH, Miles Sanders, Robert Woods, Cordell Patterson. I'm going Cordell, my man, but Kyle's probably going to go Miles Sanders.
I'm going Baker Mayfield on that one.
I'm going Matt Ryan, 100%.
I do also go, I always go Miles Sanders on that one. You're right.
Yep.
I still believe.
Darrell or Sunday Sermon. Probably Darrell.
What'd you say about the Cream or CMC or Clyde?
I said Cream.
Is it Cream? Yeah, I think I was only Hunt.
Not even a question for me. I have to go Hunt. I can't play CH ever. Like, yes, you'll get points out of him sometimes, but it's not worth the times when you don't.
I think Hurt Darrell over Sermon.
Agreed.
Trades. Oh my god.
Jacoby Myers or Corey Davis.
Corey Davis.
Yep.
You
didn't know Mitch Trubisky has a fantasy channel.
Does one of us look like Mitch Trubisky or something?
Which one of us looks like Mitch? I don't see Mitch in either of us.
Alright, guys, drop some subscriptions. We love you. Please.
I look like Mitch Trubisky? I think I look more like Tony Romo than Mitch Trubisky. Oh shoot, I do.
I could see a little Mitchell Trubisky in the.
Damn, dude, I'm way better quarterback. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't me. I was gonna say there's no resemblance.
I appreciate the I appreciate the. I mean, I feel like that's a compliment. I don't mind looking like Mitch.
Nah, I mean, this is a decent looking guy. I mean,
Yeah, he ain't bad.
just get into the NFL alone, you're already living. You're already winning. You know, like.
Thanks for the sub, Joey. You the man. I appreciate it.
You said, "Oh, should I do?"
What should I do? I had to look it up, dude. I pulled a picture up and I like went back to the channel and I'm like, wait a minute. Especially in this lighting. I got some sun yesterday. I played some tennis and all of a sudden I look like a Hawaiian. Just kidding. Is Trubisky even Hawaiian? Hey, Mariota.
Hold on, bro. Let me get the display capture. Oh, that's not it. Window capture.
He played. Now I got to do research on Mitch Trubisky. Sutton versus Ravens and Humphrey or Kirk versus Rams and Ramsey covering Hop. Dude, I like Christian Kirk this week, Matt. I think that's a play, but Sutton, Kyle's he says that Sutton is getting a touchdown this week, 100%. So,
guys, can we just take a moment?
What?
Take a moment to look at the Mitchell Trubisky.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Right there. It's not too far off, bro. It really isn't. Alright. Enough of that.
That's so funny. See the smile and everything. That's so funny, guys. Oh man.
Sutton versus the Ravens.
I love this group. The Trey Sermon poll ended 50-50. That is ridiculous.
I went Trey Sermon, dude. Lock it in.
So he's going against me this week. He's got Cordarrelle and Trey Sermon. I said Cordarrelle. He's picking Trey Sermon. I'm cool with it. Let's do it.
Thanks for coming in, guys.
All right, boys. Let's watch some good NFC East football this morning. We got so much NFC East.
It's kind of late for that last question, though, I think. Sutton versus Ravens and Humphrey.
Yeah. I mean, I said Kirk. I think you said Sutton. And let's just call it good.
Kirk. I'm just confused on this, like, versus Ravens and Humphrey.
He's talking about the defense. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's...
I get where he's coming from. It's a tough decision for sure.
Hey,
good luck, everybody. I hope we don't screw you like we screwed over, Villa King's music. But hey, it happens occasionally.
I mean, when you don't pay for my fantasy leagues, then you're gonna get screwed over a little bit.
I'm gonna toss some bad advice.
Yeah. All right.